Do you think we need to get married?
Especially men, they need marriage so much. What happens is men seem to think, especially in this day and age, because of the toxic culture of relationships, they're like, we've got all the time in the world. We don't have a biological clock, but you have a financial clock. And when you're single, you waste so much of your time, money, and energy. I promise you. Now, when you have a wife, what it does, box is ticked. You're not on the streets. So what having one woman does is, firstly, it gives you that sense of stability, and it helps you financially because you've got one person rather than spreading it out thinly.
Hello guys, my name is Vita. Welcome to my live stream. Today I am specially live streaming for you from Ukraine, currently living in Sumy city. You've got me all for yourself for 1 hour. As always, before we get started, I want to remind all of you that you guys have still great opportunity to have a video date with me face to face on camera right now during this live stream. I would like to show you a short introduction video about myself that probably newbies at our channel can get better idea about who I am.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts, or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we are talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. Short video before we start discussing our topic. This video is from our founder about your opportunities to video date our streamers all this month till October 31st.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my God. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you. You get to ask all your deepest, burning questions.
Okay, so we will see you live over at ukrainedating.tv.
As you know, I'm married live streamer, but that absolutely doesn't mean that we can't pretend we can have a date, mock date with you on camera right now. In this way, you can benefit from my personal experience. You can get my sincere feedback on how well you do and actually what can be improved in your dating and communication skills with Ukrainian women. So, guys, if you still not subscribed, please do that because it will help us to grow and to popularize our content. Also, I'm waiting for your likes. Okay, and hit notification bell button in order not to miss all our live streams. Also, if you guys want to donate, if you evaluate what we are doing here, especially for you, if you like the content, if you would like our channel keep growing and keep existing and keep sharing with you our knowledge, our opinions, tips, instructions, and actually all the best what we Ukrainian live streamers can share with you to improve your sales, to improve, to higher your success level, success rate, right? So please donate. Don't forget about donations. There is no small amount. Any coin, any dollar, any amount is absolutely precious for us and greatly appreciated. So don't forget about that. You can see the link on the screen, and also you can find the link for donation in the description below this and all the rest video. And guys, we start. So you watched the video at the beginning of our live stream. The topic is why you should marry a Ukrainian woman. So we have this new video format and we're discussing these topics. Before we start discussing, of course, I would like to say hello to everybody. I hope everybody has absolutely great Saturday, as I do today. Today, by the way, probably is the last warm and sunny day of this autumn. So I want to say goodbye to the best period of autumn, warm velvet season. It's really nice. It's windy, but still warm and sunny. So very nice to stay outside. Yeah, tomorrow will be also not bad, but quite gloomy. So, whom we have here? Gregory, hello. Привіт, Віта. Що ти думаєш про те, куди рухається світ? Gregory, the question, what are you thinking about where this world is going or moving? Actually, this question is in my mind now 24/7. The world is going crazy, and really that scares me greatly. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what will happen further, what will be the end. And I saw evil actually woke up. And this evil, unfortunately, has a lot of faces, right? Like you see, war in Ukraine, keep going, and we Ukrainian people, we already confused here. We don't know where we go. I see now some communications and conversations if we can win at all, and if USA still needs to support us. Israel war is something like crazy. Today I saw another news that Azerbaijan is going to attack Armenia, like full war operation in next few weeks. Muslim countries going crazy, like Lebanon, Iran, Syria, Egypt, whatever. In France, probably you saw yesterday what happened when the guy stabbed some people in French school. So Muslim people started to behave inappropriately. I would like to say like this. We'll see. But the question is very painful, Gregory. I understand what you mean, and I also think about this all the time, unfortunately. Yannick, good afternoon. Hello. Thanks for coming again. Nice to see you. Ватватик, привіт. Vatvatik, Vitachka, about a man needing marriage. Marriage comes with restrictions and responsibilities. A man will have to give up his resources to maintain the family and is restricted in what he can do and when he can do something. He also has to take his woman into account in plans and expenses. Can a woman add something to a man's life? Absolutely. However, it's not what a man or woman brings to the table situation, but also what they each expect from the other to bring. A man who works long days and is expected to spend day after day with his partner, giving up his hobbies or free time because she wants to do things together, then the man is less likely to get into a relationship. It's a problem as well when a man or woman is focused too much on what? Where is the next part of your comment? But actually, I understand each other and neglecting their own sense of autonomy, which can cause problems later on in life when there are changes to their life together, causing them to think in another way, and suddenly you made me make alone read Vatvatik, wanting more alone time, causing relationship problems. Oh my God, Vatvatik, I never thought you are so negative about being married. So actually, you are absolutely right. Actually, yeah, I'm not negative at all. You are. I can read between lines. Yeah, I'm not stupid person, but I would like to say that your message, this long read, it's like a bitter truth, because it's one side of the story, but we have also another side of the story. It's the same story. I had a very philosophical conversation today with my younger daughter. She found in bed one very small coin, 1 hryvnia. And she asked me, "Oh, mom, is this 1 hryvnia?" I said, "Yes." And she said, "Is it few? Is it little? Or is it a lot? Is it much?" That all depends from what angle you look at, right? So if it's just 1 hryvnia and somebody brought it as a happy birthday present for you, so of course it's a little. You can't do anything with that. You can't buy even matches for that 1 hryvnia. But let's think, you are hurry up, you need to take the last bus, you get your 10 hryvnias in your pocket, probably it's the last money you have, and then suddenly, who knows why, you lost just 1 hryvnia, and the driver will not accept you to the bus without this missing 1 hryvnia. So in this case, 1 hryvnia will be much or few. It's like the theory about full empty or full glass of water, right? That of course depends. If you prepare the water for yourself and somebody drank from that and you saw that just half emptied glass, right? But if you run into the house after hot weather and you see that there is no water in the house, some technical works, right? And you accidentally found the glass, half of glass of water, which stayed on the table since last night. So it will be few or much? It will be much. It will be like, oh my God, half of the glass of water. So that's the same with your message. I mean, from what point of view you see, what you bring, how you look, and what actually you expect from your partner. Of course, we all know. But first of all, I think that all depends how successful your marriage is. If it's a shitty one, then of course, everything what you said, it's true. And then of course, no need to get married. If your partner is just sucking out you, sucking your energy, sucking your finances, sucking your time, resources, everything, your life, you're wasting time, you're wasting years, you're losing your happiness, then of course you don't need to get married. But what if it's successful marriage and you are ideal couple? I mean, you fit each other ideally with all your advantages and disadvantages. So if you manage to agree with your partner to spend time apart, if the guy has still this chance to have his hobby and his wife absolutely okay with that and understands that, if your woman is reasonable and not money and time waster, what if she is not a shopaholic? What if she is financially wise and use money wisely? What if she is a great friend and great lover to him? What if she is a great mom? Then, by statistic also, the man who was successfully married or who is successfully married, they live longer because somebody takes care of them. take care about their diet, about their regular food, about their emotional condition, about their regular sexual life, right? Which is also very important for your health condition, right? So it's not like you need to find a partner all the time. You can have break like 6 months no sex, 1 year no sex. When you're 20, maybe that's fine. When you're 40, 45, such breaks in sexual life will damage your sexual sphere. I mean, in a healthy way of life, right? Because after 40, I guess you know all this, regular sexual life is very important for your man's health. At least they say 2-3 times a week, or at least 2 times a week. So you need to have it just to make the system functioning properly. Balance between hormones and all this stuff, right? But if you don't have, and the older you are, the more difficult to find a partner. So what actually this woman say? If you're not married, when you're 25, you're rich, that's fine. When you're 30, that's fine. 35, fine. 40, fine. What's then? You're not a young boy anymore. You're not going to travel all the time, to go to discos, pubs, to meet friends. You sometimes need to, settle down. You more and more want to come back home, and that there is somebody who is waiting for you, and some hot supper is waiting for you, and some hugs and kisses. So being alone with all your resources is very good when you're young, active, and healthy. But when you are alone, you're 50, 60, or 70, and there is no one who can, clean your nose or your dirty ass, even that way. So when you don't have anybody to talk with in the morning or in the evening, yeah, you can call friends, but friends also can be old, can be busy. But when you have someone really worthy and precious next to you, I think the right partner next to you only can enriches and make your old ages brighter, more comfortable, more balanced, more harmonial, right? Because you have someone next to you. I think human being, no matter is a woman or man, they are social creatures. They need company. They need company, and they need someone next to us. But of course, the main thing that this someone is the right one. But that's what I think. What Vatic. Wait a second, I will check. I look at it from multiple perspectives. I know, like the couple what was married for 80 plus years, both in their 100s. Absolutely great. But I mean, they are not fighting or something. Yeah, sometimes can be, right? Sometimes can be. So I have a couple here next to me. I told you people 80 years old, granny and grandfather, right? But I adore these people. They're very young in souls. They're listening music, watching you. Sometimes they fighting. Yeah, by the way, 2 days ago, she was crying in the garden because she planted the strawberry plants, small one, babies, which I gave her. She planted, she made a shadow, so she made a special place for them. So she was trying to grow them. And Dedushka, her husband, came and dig the whole piece of land where the strawberry was planted. It was a tragedy for her, and she was cursing and screaming, and she was absolutely tremendously angry and upset. And I understand, because she is at the age of 80 and she made this stuff. And my dog was barking at them both while they were crying, screaming and shouting. And then she started to talk to my dog. You understand me? Yeah, you see what he done. Oh my God, what I should do? My poor strawberry. I understand her, but still they are together. And I can't imagine, honestly, I can't imagine the moment when some of them will stay alone. It's horrible. I'm not in their shoes, but I really can feel what kind of disaster will be for both of them to stay alone after so many years of good life together. And when someone at the age of 80 stay alone, kids are abroad, you are alone, you have just neighbor like me all the time busy and running somewhere, also have a mess, you know. I mean, it's very sad story. I mean, it's very sad story, but what? But you're reading too fast. I can't type that fast, Vitechka. Yeah, I can read fast and I can type fast as well. So we can practice, we can make a competition. So point is, both people need to understand what a marriage is about. Marriages these days are more brittle, mm, brittle than they were years ago. People jump into them without thinking long term and then wonder what happened and complaining about having wasted years. Absolutely agree here. Yeah. If both sides know what they gain and give up, they can wait for themselves whether they are up for that and if the person they are interested in is the one they want to walk that long path on life with. Giving up the majority of your freedom is not beneficial for a man, which is why many are hesitant these days. Many are hesitant these days because this woman said about this toxic relationship ideology, which is now spreading like a mold through all over the world, right? The generation of takers, not even receivers, unfortunately. Some remain givers, some become takers, not even receivers, unfortunately. That's why, absolutely, marriage is something different. There is no enough physical attraction, sexual appeal, uh, just, sympathy, nice communication, funny time together. That's not all enough. You need to see the person in a long perspective, in a different ways, being sick, being healthy, being active, being passive, being sad, being laughing, being sober, being drunk. So all the way you should learn the person. And if the person is the right one, I think the marriage is really good deal because you both get something, as I said. So I understand what you mean, Vatvatik. Vitechka, a man wants peace at home. This naturally includes freedom, no time for himself, his own hobbies or interests, and constantly being expected to spend time or entertain will make a man live. Uh, mm, Vatvatik. Hobbies, and time for yourself, that's not the only thing we are living with, actually. There are things which are much more important in this life than just hobbies. You can't play football every day. Now, I mean, you can if you want, but still, life is something full, and you need to take all roles in this life, right? Employee, boss, father, son, brother, husband, friend, colleague, neighbor, even just passerby. So every role, we all have multiple faces, and I think, I think if people understand what they want from marriage, and if they set up like some not limits, not red lines, no, but just they explain to each other what they expect from the marriage and what they would still want to have in marriage, how it will be, then you will understand. If the person is okay with that, then you understand your person is the right one. But I know the family, and he is very active man, very socially developed. So he likes to communicate, he likes to meet people, to talk, to learn something new, to discuss something. She is very domestic. She likes to stay at home all the time. So only work, home, work, home, work, home, work, home. She's great chief. I mean, she's cooking adorably. Okay. It's clean in the house, yeah, but it's so fucking boring. Oh my god. If I would be man, I would never stay with such a woman. She's looking okay, nice. I mean, she's not stupid, no, but same conversation about same topics, staying at home all the time. When he wants to attend some people, like to go to visit somebody, she always refuses. At all parties we have like a big company, and sometimes from time to time each other invites people to each other to make BBQ, to have some drinks, talks, funs, you know. She never goes with him, never. He's always alone at these parties because, I don't know, either she doesn't like us, or she's get bored, or she's tired from people. She's communicating only with her sister. The only hobby she has is like knitting and solving these crosswords. Okay, the woman has her hobbies, how much she wants. Nobody say her no, you can't. So she can do that how much she wants. She's still married. But in this situation, I would like to say that poor guy, because seeing the woman all the time knitting and solving crosswords, it's something like, oh my god, for me. I like the person doing something constantly, active, with his hands, with his brains, no matter activity. But being busy just with hobbies, I don't know, at the age of 60, let's say if you're a football player, you can't play football anymore, right? But at this moment, you will stay at home more and more and more, and then you need someone to bring you hot tea, or to read your newspaper, or to discuss some news from TV, right? Or I don't know. I don't know. Interests and hobbies, of course, are very important. And I know another couple where the guy is actually interested a lot in, he has some hobby, but unfortunately, his wife not supporting him in his hobby. He absolutely adores her wife. By the way, she's Ukrainian, he is a foreigner. They newly married, like, I don't remember, maybe 4-5 years, something like that. And he tremendously needs his space, tremendously, but he adores her. But he really wants his few hours in his room with all this mess, you know, and his hobby. Then nobody touch him, nobody ask him for something. And yes, in this way, Vatvatik, I can understand you, because she fucks his brains all the time. She wants something from him. She never leave him alone, never give him peace, whatever. Let's say my husband, when he is tired, okay, he feels tired. He said, okay, I'm going to my room. So he let me know I'm going to my room. Like, I mean, don't disturb me. I'm going to read some news, or I'm going to watch some YouTube videos. He has so many hours as he wants. So he can watch YouTube, he can watch movie, he can read news. From time to time, I can text him and say, maybe you would like to drink some coffee together outside. And then if yes, yeah, he can say yes. If no, I'm still like, I don't want, or I will sleep a little bit, something like that. So no problem with normal people, understanding people, no problem with that. If I want to make embroidery and in the morning I say, okay, guys, hello, today you are alone, no mom, no wife for you, okay, just give me some peace, because I really need that. If you don't want me to kill all of you here by the end of the day, just give me some peace, and that's it, no problem. My husband will manage to do everything. I can stay in some corner, make embroidery, or watch some movie, or listen just some music. That's fine. That's no problem. We are not talking about being like that every day, right? Like, okay, half of the day I have my hobby. But at the same time, we know a lot of examples then women can attend gym, right? Or men can attend gym. So it's at least 4 times a week. Nobody say, if that's fine, you have your plans, you have your schedule, then yes, go to your gym. That's your health, that's your body, that's part of your personal inner life. If you need that, and if you were smart enough to meet such people and to explain reasons why you need that, I don't think nothing bad in that. Absolutely. So people still being in marriage should have their spare time, and just time for themselves, no matter what they are doing. Fishing, football, going to sauna, meeting friends, watching football matches or box matches or whatever. But Vatik, not disagreeing about 50, 60, 70 at all. I understand your point, but in this day and age, it's difficult meeting someone that shares your views, morals, and values and want to walk the same path, living the same lifestyle and living by same standards. Vatik, that's another story. Nobody said it will be easy to find something precious, to find some diamond in the mountain of shit. It's a hard deal, right? And you need to fight for that a little bit. You need to invest your efforts. You need to be wise, choosy, picky, whatever. But I believe my philosophy, my theory, you remember, I'm a little bit witch. I'm a little bit like a fairy, right? So I believe in miracles, and I believe that every person in this world has a couple somewhere. Just you're not able to find the way to your half, or you probably missed it. Maybe she was, but you didn't get it was she, due to some reasons to be married. Guys, I will give you a primitive example. Take me and take my friends. So let's say 5 girls meeting, age of my age group, right? So drinking something, talking something, whatever, discussing. Usually what we discuss, men. Okay. So if you listen to stories of my friends, mostly you're gonna hear complaints. Oh, he's that, he's this, he's that, he's this. Oh, mine the same, blah, 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 blah. And only I keep silence because I don't have complaints. Yeah, we have some nuances as every family, but these nuances are so unimportant that it's no need even to talk about. That can be solved, yeah, by some serious conversation, maybe not one time, maybe 10 times, maybe 100 times, but that's not like constant complaining and suffering and hurting each other and like being a pain in the ass of each other's, right? So it's also, so you think I was just lucky one to get the right man? Just a coincidence, just a happy coincidence? No. I believe it's also part of your personal work about yourself, your self-improvement, your self-development, your ideas, your lessons, your understanding of your previous mistakes, looking at other people's, understanding their mistakes in family, and then improving that in your own family. I told you guys that I hate when people do some intimate things in front of their partners, like cleaning ears or itching nose or cutting nails or shaving, or even things much worse, by the way. So I saw how it was in other families and to what it brought them. So I'll say, okay, so I understand that's not the way how these things may develop in my family. So I decided for myself that this I won't do. That's it. That's easy. So you need to be watching other people, understand their mistakes, also thinking what should be done, what shouldn't be done. in your family model, and then you can improve. You can create your ideal family model, but of course only with the right person, not with everybody, of course, because some people won't be flexible, won't be changed. Some people will decide to make gusts, I'm sorry, in front of you all the time. You are eating or sleeping or watching movie or whatever. And no matter what you're gonna say him, that it's not polite or it's unpleasant or go out to another room or whatever, the guy will keep doing the same shit all the time. So what one day maybe woman will be irritated. Maybe she won't like stop loving him, but some nuances will be. It's like a primitive example, but I mean it's in all spheres of the life, right? So I understand that's difficult, especially now in this crazy modern world. Absolutely crazy. This ideology, feminism, these crazy ideas about that the man must do everything, the woman must be just sexy and nice looking, and the guy should be happy just to have some nice body next to him. No, I'm not, thanks God, the follower of this ideology. I believe that marriage and being in a relationship, it's a mutual hard labor all the time, all these years you are together. And if you want to improve, that's why we are human beings. So we can do that. But I actually understand what you mean, Vatvatik. Social media, yeah, made everything end up in abundance of choice. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't read your comment, but I mentioned that. So people are more likely to keep on the lookout. Mm, I can understand people who doesn't want to get married, but I still believe these people has some trauma and has some unsuccessful experience. That's why they don't want. Because let's take my mom and me. In some way we are very familiar, we have a lot in common with her, but in some way we are absolutely opposite. So my mom's philosophy, she considers the man is like absolutely unnecessary unit. Yeah, can be good from time to meet, to have some nice time, and that's it. But she doesn't want man to be at home, right? To feed him, to wash for him, instead of watching movie when I want and what I want, or being busy with really, as you said, what I really want. I need to think that somebody is next to me and probably wants my attention or needs to do something together. All this blah 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 blah. But if you ask me as a married woman, is it a good thing to be married? I definitely would say yes, because I have successful experience. I have successful experience. I like my experience. Even the first one was negative, not in all like, oh my God, negative. No, of course, it's not like somebody was beating me or something like that. No, but I mean, still. But if you ask me, do you want to be single or do you want to be married? Not to have some guy to date with, but to be married. I always have been telling, to have the right man next to you. That's a great. That's great. And every woman should do that. But if you have an asshole next to you, then of course it's better to stay alone, and it's better to have nobody than someone who is not the best for you, right? But yeah, I understand. I understand what you mean, but Vatik, thanks for your opinion, for your view. Mark, привіт, Vita. I could come straight to Sumi to personally thank you with your kind words. Mark, thank you. It's a little bit dangerous now in Sumi, and I guess, yeah, maybe later, of course, would be nice. I think autumn and winter will be hard, tough for us. Yeah, they already told us that Sumi will have electricity problems, like 8-12 hours of outages in a row, not like two we have, two we don't have, but like 8 a.m. switched off and maybe 8 p.m. switched on for some period of time again, maybe for a couple of hours. I really don't know, guys, but seems like this winter will be like trashy. Yeah. But Mark, thanks for your nice words. But Vatic, I am a good topic starter. You are the best topic starter. Oh my God, you are perfect topic starter. You should be paid for being topic starter because, oh, your questions, your opinions, always fine. Yeah, that makes, of course. And I said, the more interesting, the more serious questions you ask, guys, the more bright and live communication and atmosphere we have here, the more we can discuss and the more you can get from me, because as a woman I like to talk and I like to share what I know. I like to make people happy, to make them more, to be useful for them. So if you can get something from me, then that's great. But Vatik, I like bringing these things up because they are good for topics and help the guys out. Absolutely. And that's, by the way, very helpful for me as well, of course, because we talk about good things, necessary things. I don't know why guys are so shy. We have 10 viewers, guys. Why you all keep silence? Don't make Vatik texting these long reads for me. Ask your questions. What do you think? I believe some of you already were married. Even no matter if you divorced, whose mistake it was or whose fault it was, yours or her, doesn't matter actually. But what do you think? Because I believe you all here to get married, right? To find your woman. To find your woman. So but Vatik Vitachka, a little bit like a witch? No. Yeah. Thanks God, not a bitch, but a witch. Yes. In a good way. In a good way. I like, no. So to summarize my massive wall of text, I would say sheet of text, right? Essentially, and Vitechka's response, why you should marry a Ukrainian lady, they give you peace. Can't remember who said it, but if you are having a grumpy mood and a bad day and they can see it, they will leave you alone instead of nag. I can be nag. If I see you are in a bad mood and I really want to know why you are in a bad mood next to such a wonderful woman like me, of course I will ask you a million questions and I will try to squeeze the information from you. So that's, I mean, we all understand when I am in a bad, by the way, when I am in a bad mood, I am more like a man in this. I'm not expressive, no screaming and shouting. I just want to keep silence. Just don't want to be touched, not asked or not told something. So just if I'm really in a bad mood, I can let people know in advance, like, guys, sorry, today something is wrong with me. Okay, can you just leave me alone? Don't pay attention. I'm not angry at none of you. Just give me some time to recover. And if they give me maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours just of silence, I can switch on my music. My music, by the way, helps me greatly to recover emotionally. So yeah, then I can come out of room absolutely in a different mood and nobody suffered, nobody was hurt. So but yeah, what Vatik, I mean, also the difference, I have a friend, Turkish friend, since my young ages, and he's married, of course. They don't have kids, but they are married. They are like 50 years something couple. Okay, so the woman, his wife, is very jealousy. So whenever he texts me something, he said that he need every time to delete all the communication. Though I don't know why, because we are not discussing anything intimate or anything wrong. It's just normal communication about weather, about politics, about war, how are things here, prices, world organization. So something like absolutely normal. but he always said that he need to delete. So whenever we finish our communication, I always remind him, don't forget to delete your communication, because his wife is tremendously crazy. Jealousy, I mean. This I can't understand. So I see I am the lucky one. I don't need to delete because I don't have secrets. My husband always knows with whom I communicate about what. He doesn't need even to ask. I tell myself. So that's not a problem. So thanks God, I never must delete or hide something. So if people can't explain to each other and can't bring this trust into relationship between both of them, that's horrible. That's what we're talking about actually. But Vatik, as you said, right, then somebody make you some limits, some restrictions, when you really can't communicate with someone you want because you knew this person like 10 years ago before you met your wife, and nothing wrong and nothing bad. But still, this is also very important to respect each other borders and privacy and the right of the person to communicate. But if he probably wouldn't hide his correspondence, let's say, and one time showed her like what the conversation is about, so probably next time maybe the lady wouldn't be so jealousy and he doesn't need to delete or to hide. So it's just a matter of communication. Again, if lack of communication, people can't explain to each other, unfortunately, then the relationships will be like this. We are not talking about communicating with ex-lovers or something, right? So it's a little bit different story. I'm also very jealousy person, by the way, but you understand, people should respect each other territory and the right also to have some past, not necessarily in a sexual way, right? Because the person was communicating with somebody, had friends, colleagues, I don't know, neighbors, nothing wrong in that. So if you suspect something all the time, and as I said, talk. Yannick is laughing. I don't know from what you laughing, Yannick, but I'm very happy to make you laugh. So tell me from what you laughing. Cyber studies. Hello, thanks for coming. That was more than useful. It was amazing. Thanks. If it was interesting for you, we are very happy. Thank you. But Vatik, yes, Vitechka, it's a great for dialogue and for education. It also allows follow-up topics and questions. Of course, as I said, guys, if you have questions regarding this topic, you're welcome. But if you have any other questions regarding dating in Ukraine, mentality, cuisine, character, mysteriousness, enigmatic Ukrainian women, you always also welcome to ask. Some national features, about psychotypes, whatever you are interested, don't be shy and ask your questions. It will help you to have better understanding what can be in the future or how to deal with this or with that. Mark, the problem with me is I'm just not afraid to come to Sumivita. You are not afraid, that's good, but it's really I mean, Sumi itself, it's not so much dangerous right now, but it's theoretically not dangerous. So actually, you should understand that Sumi located like 30 kilometers away from borderline, Belgorod, Kursk. So it's very close to border. The most hurt is Sumy Oblast, Sumy region. There they do, oh my God, by the way, a couple of days ago, they hit school in some small town in Sumy Oblast, which is, I believe, not far from Sumy. So they ruined school and they killed a young girl, 13 years old. She was wounded and to the way to hospital, despite all the efforts of doctors, she died, unfortunately. So that's why, as I said, our school created a shelter. They finishing repairing there, and they said that November 1st, kids should go to school. I said, no, thanks, no matter what. And we're going to find another way to study during the war, because I don't think it's reasonable to go and to have this additional risk. Absolutely. But Mark, you're always welcome. But what? Nobody suffered, nobody was hurt, except for the flower pot that somehow managed to get locked into a wall. That can be with me, but very rarely. Really, I'm very passionate person. I'm very hot-tempered person, expressive. I mean, when I'm active in my expressing my emotions, but I'm not hysterical. Far from that. Absolutely, I never make hysterical. No, and you hardly can see me crying like along many years, like when really something happened. Oh, but you can see me easily crying when I watch some movie or some even animation cartoon. So I'm very sensitive about, so from one side rough and tough, from another very soft. I don't know why. But when I'm really full and people try to use my patience, like it's over, then some dish can fly. Yeah, can be, but really rare case, more exception than a rule. But then everybody knows needs to hide under the table. uh, What Vatik? Vitechka, you have good and open communication with your husband, but not everyone communicates as openly. But that's what I'm trying to teach you, that it's possible and you should have such an open communication. You should try. You should develop such communication. I don't understand when people live together and they have secrets, or they should hide something, or they're afraid to tell something, knowing some reaction. I mean, I know how it is, but I knew for myself that I don't want to live in such relationship. I don't want all these dramas. No. But open communication helps a lot to understand each other better, to learn each other better, to prevent something, and of course to have some constructive dialogue even if something happens. But it can happen in every family, but the way how you lead this dialogue will solve the problem, or bring you to the dead end, right? Yeah. But Vatik, flipping the script on your friend and his wife, what if he did something in the past that caused her to become like that? Two sides to the story, and unless you know both versions, you can't access the situation properly. I'm afraid with this person I can access the situation properly, because I know him quite well, and we were friends for really many years, and I was a witness of actually of his life, part of his life, his girlfriends, his work problems. So actually, yeah, I can agree with you, but still, I believe if he wouldn't just delete the communication, but just explain calmly and maybe show the communication, that wouldn't be any problem. I wish all people trust each other, and I wish all people never betray this trust. That's the ideal version of my world. I'm trying to I'm trying to change this world, at least it's small part, at least. But I wish, yeah. Captain Serenity. Jack here. I'm 76 and find I want the company of much younger woman. Oh, it's your desire, of course, and your right, of course, to want the company of much younger woman. But in this case, we're gonna ask you what you can give to much younger woman instead. Well, maybe you have a lot of money, that's fine, but what else? What else can be given? Captain, it's true. I love your thoughts here and openness. You're welcome. I mean, I have some aged friend, foreigner, by the way, quite charismatic man, but has some health issues and not honestly not in a best physical condition. Far from that. Far from that. But extremely loving women. Extremely, extremely. And absolutely doesn't matter how much I'm telling him that's not your age group. No, you should look at the different age group. But the guy, you can just imagine, physically is not so nicely looking, okay, but absolutely young inside. Absolutely young inside. So, uh, I mean, this person, he won't listen to me. I said maybe with another nations, another nationalities of women, it will be fine to have such a big age difference because I know in Europe that's not so much important. In some Muslim countries as well, if you are financial provider, that's fine even to have like 20, 30 years difference. That's fine, but not with Ukrainian women. So he said, that's fine. I am rich. I understand I'm not nice, but I like young bodies, so I'm going to pay for that. So I will give financial stability and what she wants actually in the financial money. But I said, but it will be imitation, it will be fake. But he is fair enough to accept that. He said, okay, I'm going to pay. I want this car. Maybe I don't need this car, but I want this car, right? Maybe I won't be able to drive the car its maximum speed, like 300 miles, right? So, but still I want to have this car. I can because I have money, so I will. The same idea he has with women. So actually he found his younger, much younger lady, but definitely not in Ukraine. Definitely. But as I said, I don't believe in such marriages. I personally don't believe in such marriages. We all understand that some kind of exchange, some kind of business deal, and maybe for some period of time, yes. But he said, okay, if I can be happy at least for these 10 years, and she will pretend she loves me, so that's fine. I want to have young body next to me. I don't understand this philosophy, but I said, okay, yeah, you're right. But no matter how much I was trying to convince him that he should look to the age like 40 plus, he said, no, it's too boring for me. I said, look at me, I'm not boring. He said, you are different story, absolutely. So yeah, can be. Captain Serenity, I'm a very entertaining man, and yes, absolutely young inside. That's great. I know really aged guys, who still likes to go to discos, to smoke even something there. Oh my God. Oh my God. People in Ukraine at this age can't be so entertaining and young inside because it's a little bit different lifestyle here, and people more tired by this age, like just to be passive. But Vatic, up to 10 years is accepted. Some can push 15, but above that is rare and depends on the situation, I believe. Yeah, like more exception than a rule, but still exceptions have right to exist, right? And still, don't forget that there are always exist some really unique stories in unique and not the same like all the other can have. So different way of developing a relation, different reasons to have this relationship, and different happy end, right? So it can be, but it's harder. And still, if you want to know my opinion, for some period of time, absolutely can be, but not for a long time. No. Mark Brew, Philippines, no problem. Yeah. Philippines, no problem. Some Muslim countries, no problem. Europe, I know, no problem. I mean, but Ukrainians more picky about the age difference. Yeah. Juan, hello, by the way. I just saw your comment. You may have better luck in Asia. They don't have issues with very large age gaps. Absolutely. That's what I was mentioning. So no problem with that. Yeah. Gregory, enjoy the rest of your day, Vita. Until tomorrow. See you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your nice comment. It was first I saw it. Thanks. Yannick, agree. Mark, they will grab anything with a pulse. Absolutely. Absolutely great joke. Yeah. Very good. Very good type of humor, type of joke. I liked it. Adored, actually. Yeah. So, guys, yeah, I see our time is almost over. Cyber studies. I ask because here in PR, this is what, Portuguese, or I'm sorry if I don't understand the shortening. What country is this? It's considered a bit too much. Puerto Rico. Okay, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico considered a bit too much? Vatvatic, no idea about Puerto Rico, but in the Netherlands, it is less likely to have larger age gaps. A lot of people choose someone closer to their own age. Yes, same like is in Ukraine. Some unique stories can be, of course, absolutely. Yeah. Vatvatic, probably your comment will be the last I can today discuss. I know one exception. Man was 92 or something and the woman 78. They were neighbors in my previous street. Wow, cool. So it was a happy end. I hope. So, guys, it's time to me to say goodbye, but only goodbye, not farewell. So I would like to advertise the next streamer, which will be Vita. You know her, tomorrow 4 p.m. Ukrainian, which is 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so guys, I will be waiting for you tomorrow for the same hot, perfect discussion of some new topic. So we again gonna watch some short video and lead the topic. Okay, thanks absolutely for your coming, for your visiting me, for joining. It was absolutely great to see all of you, all this company. And this nice communication, nice topic, nice questions. So I wish everybody has absolutely great Saturday. Have a nice positive emotions. Stay warm. Have your peace. Spend some time for your hobby until you're not married. Until somebody don't make you nag. So guys, enjoy your loneliness until you tie the knot. Right? So enjoy your time, guys. Have interesting meetings. Spend your day maximum. Take maximum from your day, only in a positive way. Okay? Love all of you. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to make donations to our channel. That's very important. If you want to keep watching us, discussing these topics, getting new information, so please support us. No matter what amount you can donor. Okay, so before I say goodbye, of course, for newbies, I will show some short video for those who are in the shortest time possible want to find merit-oriented Ukrainian woman to see all the perks and all the benefits and all opportunities. Okay, and gonna see you tomorrow 4 p.m. Ukrainian, 9 a.m. Eastern. Kisses to all of you. Have a great time, guys. Thanks to everybody.
At UkraineDating.tv, we're all about helping you guys actually get married to a Ukrainian woman in the real world. Tall bar, but I promise you, if you stick with us on the channel, there's nowhere else online that will help you increase your chances of actually tying the knot with a traditional Eastern European woman than us. So for 5 and only the next 5 lucky guys, you will get $7,500 off our lifetime matchmaking package. Unlimited dating, private matchmaker, full team support until you tie the knot. Only the next 5 guys that sign up for our Top G membership. I don't expect these will last long at all, so if you're serious about marrying a Ukrainian woman, you'll want to go to buymeacoffee.com/Ukraine dating right now and grab one of the remaining 5 coveted Top G membership spots. We agree that you're going to attend Ukraine dating regularly. Okay, that's on you, but just regularly. I'm giving you the discount because you're agreeing to get a good, solid education about Slavic women. And I know that's going to increase your chances of marital success. Absolutely. So I'm giving you that discount for that reason, because at Match Guarantee, what we're all about is having the highest possible marriage success rate for you. Here's how it works, a little bit more details. It's an option to purchase, basically. It's for 2 years. So anytime during 2 years, you have to stay a member and pay the $90 a month, but you get a bunch of perks for that. But the biggest perk is you save $7,500 on. There's only 5 spots. And as I told you guys with the previous one, it was 7 spots. Once those spots are gone, they're gone forever. Never will you have that level of discount. Same thing with these 5 spots. Once they're gone forever.
Today, it's completely free for you to have a video date face-to-face with beautiful Eastern European women of all ages and walks of life.
Oh my god. That's it. I'm all yours.
So I brought flowers.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
With makeup or no makeup, hair up, hair down, you always look great.
Thank you. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions.
Okay, so we will see you live over at ukrainedating.tv.